Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video, we are looking at the Monday Night Football Prizepicks plays. Getting this video out pretty late, just got a few hours till kickoff, so I wanted to go through this fast. I didn't get a chance to make this morning, and we also were waiting on some injury news with Adams, which we got confirmation he's playing. Looks like Aaron Jones is not going to play, so let's go ahead. We got a full board. I've already put the 6 in here, though, that I'm looking at. First prop we're looking at is Jimmy Garoppolo over 240.5 passing yards. It's a matchup against the Packers. They've faced a bunch of quarterbacks so far this year that don't throw a ton. Ritter, Justin Fields in week 1, when he was struggling. And then they faced Derek Carr. I believe he got hurt in that game. And then they faced Jared Goff, where they just ran the ball all over him. So he didn't have to throw a ton. I think in this matchup at home, it should be a pretty close game. You got a 2.5-point spread. Garoppolo is back after missing the previous week. And before he got hurt, he played really well against Pittsburgh. They were terrible defensively, especially their secondary has been really bad this year. I mean, their front 7 is still strong with the Watt there, but their secondary is poor. Matchup is a little tougher, but you got Davante Adams going up against his former team. You know he's going to be wanting to eat. So correlating, taking... I was already going to plan on taking Davante Adams' over on receiving yards, and I'm taking Jacoby Myers over because these two guys, they just stay out on the field a ton. Can't really look at the last game because I was with a rookie quarterback, Aiden O'Connell, there for the Raiders receivers, but he's played 96% of snaps last week. They're pretty much running just 3 receiver sets. You got a few guys like Carter that might play a little bit as a 4th receiver, but for the most part, it's Renfro, who's not even getting many looks. Davante Adams and Myers been a really nice security blanket for Garoppolo. Davante Adams, a guy that he can go deep with, give some 50-50 balls to, and he's going to be peppered with targets. So taking both of them over, I think Adams on sportsbooks, he's even a little bit of a better play because the number's lower. You might be able to get Myers a little bit lower on sportsbooks, and he was like 48.5 earlier. Romeo Doubs is one that he is also on some other sites right now on sportsbooks. He's like 48.5 you can find him at. So a little bit worse value, but I still think he's going to go over. On books, I'm not going to take an under on Prizepicks at 52.5. He's been pretty much Love's best target so far this year, especially with Watson just coming back after missing most of the year, most of the first few weeks. So still going to try to build some chemistry with him. I believe he's on a snap count last week, so he should be taking some more work away, but most of that work should be going away from, some of that could go from Jaden Reed, Wicks, but Dobbs is a guy that's kind of been proven. He's done that. Last year was a big part of their offense when number was called upon, and he's going to get rewarded this year by being a pretty reliable and running a lot of routes and being a big option for them. So taking those 3 over receiving yards, you could take a shot on Watson over, but I feel better about Dobbs for whatever reason. Both teams are bottom 7 against the rush. The Raiders' rush defense is second worst. Packers not much better. So you're going to get opportunities for both sides to do really well. Here, with them not having Jones, you're going to see Dillon, even though he's been bad this year, hasn't had the best matchups. New Orleans, tough defensively. The Falcons have been good defensively, still gave you 55 in that game. You only need 48 against one of the worst rush defenses in the league this year. I'm going to take my shots with him. And then Josh Jacobs, I think it's about time that he has a big week. He led the league in rushing yards last year, hasn't done much at all this year, hasn't broken 62 yards yet. And matchups have been KC's tougher, Buffalo's tough defense, Denver, terrible, so he should have done better there. But just hasn't really happened. We know with him, could just take one big run to make it happen. So those are the 6 props, taking both running backs because rush defenses are poor on both sides. And then taking guys that should be peppered with targets. And Davante Adams, Myers plays a ton, and he gets a good amount of targets from Garoppolo. He likes to throw to him. Dobbs. And it's also fun when you play Adams and Myers. They both have a similar number and have similar hairstyle. So it's fun to see which one actually makes the catch. Sometimes they don't know, but take both of them. You don't have to worry about that. Hopefully they both hit. And Garoppolo over 240.5 passing yards. That's what I got. Thank you for watching. Best of luck if you're using them, and I'll catch you all next time.